Okay.
Okay, now here is the fifth and final issue to slam dunk this motherfucker. It gives them two things that they know you're coming at them for. They know you're right. And it gives them three things they're not expecting. Ready? Third one. I mean, the fifth one. Fifth and final, and we're done. After you went bankrupt, right? Send an email to Patricia the next day on the 6th saying, now that I've gone bankrupt and you know what, I want to get back into my habit of paying my rent early. Can you tell me what address to send it to? And I'll get it to you right away. Those messages get ignored from the 6th to the 15th, and N8 is done on the 15th. We don't know about it yet, but that's what we found out later. They ignore all your emails about, can you just give me the correct address? Then you can't wait anymore because you're worried they're going to play games and keep delaying this, so it looks like you're late with the rent. They're playing with you. So what do? Upon my recommendation, I loan you the money and say, just get them. Let's go get a money order right now and send it to the address by postal tracking, right? Postal tracking, and then and let them know that's happened. And if it's the wrong address, let us know. You do that. The whole time they know it's not the correct address. They ignore it for another week. They don't say, hey, the money you sent to the wrong address. They don't do that, right? They wait until we did something else to say, whatever. I forget what happened, but in the end, you know, they give us the correct, they give the address, and then you go get 2 money orders. I forget the details. You just got to be clear about that by tomorrow. Just look at the email exchange that happened there. Just get clear about that. Right. But it's all leading to but it's leading to this, Ben. You just communicate what I just did not communicate well accurately because you've looked at the emails during that month. It was a 3-week period only. Right. I think. Right. And it's just like, OK. Then what happened was I end up going to get 2 money orders because they delayed so much. It's now at the end of the month. And I promised you that I will hire you for next month for $3,000, $25 an hour. So you got money coming in, which is why I loan you some more and say, just make sure I get it back, from the money I'm going to pay you through an invoice. This is just cash because you need this urgently because they're screwing with you. But it was a loan, right? That you're going to pay back when you have the money, which you're going to get from my business when we do invoicing properly. Because we're in a crisis now, right? You're bankrupt and you still may lose the place, which would affect me as well. Of course, I'm going to loan the money temporarily. No, I'm going to get it back the very next month. After we invoice, you send me the invoice and I pay you properly. So then, you go to the post office. You need to know all these details so you can explain it properly and accurately. This is the most work you have to do. This is the only thing you really have to prepare for, right? Is this fifth one. So you can communicate it clearly to him. Feel free to communicate it on video this evening so that all you're doing is queuing up videos for him to watch you when you're in state and clear, explain it instead of having to remember. If you do it this way, you don't have to prepare. You don't have to remember. You just prepare today, say it in the shortest words you can, edit it to make it even shorter, and make sure the clips, are less than an hour. What can I say? Whatever length you want to. But this is the most important one. Like, it's the only one you need a clip for. All the little intricacy details, so that in the end, he tells you, what the hell? They're right in there. It's like, there's almost like you could word this 6 different ways. There's so many fucked up things happening here, right? But in the end, 2 money orders are given and are tracked. The post office gives us a sheet that says definitively it's impossible that what later they claim happened, which is that it went into this mailbox, the community mailbox, and it was both money orders, both different packages that both have a separate tracking number. They were both confirmed to have been delivered in that mailbox at 7:10 p.m. on that day, or whatever time it was around that, right? It's the exact time. And then, contrary to what we were told, Mara sends you an email saying we only received one of the packages and sends a picture of the package in the money order. Right? So then immediately, that same day that she attempts to lie, I get you to go to the bank. I go with you, and we tell the bank we need, you know, an affidavit. Like, what do we do now? Because they're going to claim this check's gone and lost, and they give us an affidavit that they have to sign, and only if they sign it do you get your money back. So then what do we do? After that, I say, now we go to the post office submitted. We get the most expensive, fastest priority tracking post you could possibly get so that you could give them this form from CIBC and give them the pre-posted package and tell them, please sign this if it's true that you only received one package, and then put it in the mail. They don't answer your email. They ignore your email. You know, the priority post thing never happened. And about 3 or 4 days later, you go to the mail, and to find out the second one that they claim they didn't get, it's jammed in your mailbox, and it's not even addressed to you. It's addressed to them. It's jammed in there, right? So clearly the gray area here is they're going to say, oh, no, we didn't give it to the postman. And the postman will say that's true, because the postman would lose his job if he did this. So both the postman and QuadReal have a reason to lie. Got it? So you can't prove this. But what you do know is they did not answer your messages. And none of your emails, anything around this subject. They did the same thing they did about when you said, you know, send me proof you sent my other check back. To this day, they have not responded to that because they know they got caught. So how do you put that in a box? Intentionally damaged or intentionally thwarted the mail, you know, causing, claiming that a check, a money order for my rent that was delivered to them, you know, was not delivered to them. And they lied about it. And we have proof. Our proof might be, do we believe them or not? Yes, the judge will believe it. You could technically say there's no scientific proof because you ended up getting the check back. Who's to say you never mailed it in the first place? Like, yes, you could, but you could prove it. Look, here's the envelope, right? Here's the envelope. And that's it. We're done. That story there, you got to just explain that as succinctly as you can. I suggest doing it on camera after you get all the facts and clarity, and tell them the story. And there's a reason why this is number 5, Samina, because as he listens to it, he might not even be absolutely certain how to write that fucking story up so it fits into a box. So if that's the case, then you just do the first 4 issues for now.